2 minutes. We're just waiting on an interpreter. If anyone arrives that is in the back of the room that is the interpreter, please come forward. Thank you. We're just going to start in about 2 minutes. We're waiting for... I'm sorry. Yes, we'll start in about 2 minutes. We're just waiting for an interpreter and a translator to the center to get here. But we'll start in 2 minutes, and if that individual is here and stuck in the back, please make their way forward. Good morning. My name is Lieutenant Michael Curley. I'm with the Utica Police Department. I'm the Public Information Officer. Everything that we can release, we will translate and get released as practical as possible. We promise that we will do that as publicly and to all the community that can read it. Today we're here to discuss the officer-involved shooting that occurred last night about 10:18 p.m. on the 900 block of Shaw Street, resulting in the tragic death of a 13-year-old juvenile. Mayor Michael Gleamy and Chief Mark Williams will address the incident, the investigation, and the next steps that the city will take. Following their address, we will take questions from the press. Please understand that the information that we have right now is the best we understand at this very moment and is subject to change and may change as the investigation proceeds. Mayor Gleamy.
Thank you, everyone coming to this press conference. Yesterday evening, something that, can you move that speaker, please, before we begin? Put it back where it was so the feedback doesn't continue throughout the entire press conference.
We can't hear. Turn that shit off. We need to hear. Guys, they're doing everything.
Make sure that's all set next time. Sorry. I moved that so everyone could hear. Thank you. What happened yesterday evening in our community is an event that has become all too familiar and routine over and over and over again. We called this press conference not just to explain and be completely transparent, but to offer our condolences to the family, the community, and all that are involved. Now, yesterday evening, while a stop like that is routine, it became tragic in mere moments. We understand that from the city's standpoint, and through this press conference, the reason we are here is to be completely transparent, explain every single thing about the incident as we know it right now to the community, explain the process moving forward, and how the state and coordinating partners will be investigating this outside the scope of our own internal investigation, and again, to make sure the community can understand how to be part of this process as every single piece unfolds. Again, I cannot express, and words at this point cannot change what is now forever changed as of yesterday evening. Our condolences to the families, the community, and all of Utica and the surrounding areas for what is going on during this event. And at this time, I'd like to invite Chief Williams up to explain exactly how we will proceed and how we will integrate the community into this process. Thank you.
Good morning. The following are the facts as we currently know them, because this is an ongoing early investigation into the facts of the case. They could change with more additional information coming forward once we know them.
And look the victim's family in the face while you do it. Right.
On June 28th, at 2024, at approximately 10:18 p.m., the Utica police officers assigned to the Crime Prevention Unit conducted a stop of two males on the 900 block of Shaw Street regarding a police investigation. During the stop, one of the individuals fled from the police on foot. While fleeing, the youth displayed what appeared to be a handgun. Can you please allow me to finish, please? Okay? And
Just wait till they close. Just wait till they close.
Y'all still gonna kill a 12-year-old boy if he had a gun?
Hang on, just give me a minute. Please. Excuse me. At this time, we would like to keep every single person in this room that would like to hear what we have in this investigation at this point. We are holding this press conference so you can all be in this room. We are looking every single one of you in the face right now, and we understand the weight of this situation, and we want to ensure that every single piece of this is understood, and everything will be released, and everyone in this room and the entire community will have access to all of that information. Without allowing Chief Williams to explain that to the public, we cannot begin that process. So I would appreciate if we could just take pause for a moment and listen to what Chief Williams has to say. Thank you.
Also, keep in mind that the victim's family is here, so when you guys are disrupting, you guys are also harming them. So out of respect for the victim's family, can we please just hold our thoughts and just for the respect of the victim's family.
Thank you.
Just start over.
Again, I'd like to start over, just going over the facts as we currently know them. And again, the facts could change. So, on June 28th at approximately 10:18 p.m., the Utica police officers assigned to the Community Prevention Unit conducted a stop of 2 males in the 900 block of Shaw Street regarding a police investigation. During the stop, one of the individuals fled from the officers on foot. While fleeing, the youth displayed what appeared to be a handgun, and a Utica police officer ultimately discharged his firearm once, striking the male during a ground struggle. The victim is described as a 13-year-old Asian male who was given immediate first aid on the scene by the police officers and later transported to Wynn Hospital, where unfortunately he succumbed to his wounds. On the scene, the officers did recover a replica Glock 17 handgun with a detachable magazine. This replica handgun was ultimately found to be a pellet gun. We will be releasing the names of the officers involved and the deceased party in the very near future. We, again, ask for the patience of the community while this investigation is continuing. As always, we are committed to transparency and earning the trust of the community during our investigations. We will release as much information as allowable during this process. There's a 2-phase investigation that goes on with any officer-involved shooting. The first phase is what we call the New York State Attorney General's Office. They have a special investigations unit that's assigned to investigate any death that is caused by a police officer in the line of duty. Their focus is mainly the criminal investigation. We will be fully cooperative with the Attorney General's office, and they will ultimately make the decision whether or not the shooting of the individual was justified or not. There's a second and concurrent investigation that goes on with any officer-involved shooting, and that is an administrative investigation that we do through our professional standards unit. That goal of that investigation by us is to determine whether or not the officers followed policies, practices, procedures, and followed their training. As with any officer-involved shooting, it is per our policy, we place the officers involved in this matter on administrative leave with pay until further notice. Please. In the near future, to ensure public trust and transparency, the Utica Police Department will release a full body-worn camera footage of the involved police officers unedited. Additionally, the department will be releasing a critical incident video which provide additional facts and overview of the incident. We are aware of an incident, of a video that is currently circulating on social media, and we will also be, again, releasing our body-worn camera footage in its entirety to the public as well. We ask for your patience while investigating this investigation, and while we do it jointly with the Attorney General's office, and we work closely with our city's Public Safety Advisory Committee. We value their mission, and we want to ensure that they're fully informed of the facts of the incident. I want to offer my heartfelt condolences to the family of the deceased party during this difficult time. I just want to close by saying this is a tragic and traumatic incident for all involved. Thank you.
At this time, we'll be taking questions from the press. We will be meeting with the family and the community privately and separately so that we can provide you with all the information that we have and that you can ask questions. We don't feel that this is the best forum with this many people. We will set up a time that is most convenient for everyone to try to answer any questions you possibly have. At this point, the press, could you please direct your question to whatever party you wish to ask? We'll remain a couple questions apiece, and then we'll close this particular event.
Can you just give details what happened leading up to this incident? Are you able to walk us through? Are you able to walk us through what happened leading up to what people are talking about, what they're seeing on camera? What can you give us?
Hold this one second. Thank you. You want to stand closer.
Do you want to do that? I'm okay too.
Hang on just 1 second. We do have the interpreter here. He is going to step behind the cameras so we can broadcast the interpretation to the crowd. Could you please rephrase that question once he's in place so that everyone can fully understand what is being asked and what is being answered? Thank you. Thank you. So please, could you rephrase the question for him? Thank you.
What happened leading up to the event when you thought what people are seeing on camera? What happened that led up to that event of them teaching a 13-year-old boy?
Here, why don't you come over here? Are you okay holding the mic? We're going to pass it back and forth. All right, perfect. Get on the mic all the way.
Awatera la awati weda la camera puno awa palu weda poda chitani poda ore mono awati kwa weda bamnu pole mono la awa palu weda poda chitani pore.
All right, I'm going to have you stand next to him. Just take 4 sentences at a time so you can go back and forth. Okay.
So the events that led up to this initial stop, the two individuals, there was an ongoing police investigation, and they were stopped in regards to that.
What was the investigation about?
Hang it. We have an interpreter.
Blori ne awatera awa lu weda poda chitani ne khobula poda chitani ne o weda la ta kama ore khamono akwa ne awati lu weda poda ne.
Are you you're not Are you able to give details? Are you able to just give details on what that incident was, or we're not can't get information on that?
At this time,
Here, put the mic right up to your mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
at this time, as far as that information is concerned, we will make that public. I just want to make sure and confirm the actions of the officers were correct. I don't want to put out any information that may be incorrect. So we will address that in the future.
So focus on making sure it's correct.
Blori ne adu lu weda poda ne khobula dia do tinya mimi ata kama o at o mono awa do tinya weda me chala palira ne awa chala mi aba kama mono awa lu weda poda ne khobula palira ne do tinya weda mi aba kama ne mono.
You said there was a ground struggle. Was the victim shot in his back or front? Do we have any details on where he was struck?
I don't know where he's shot, other than I think it was a chest wound. Is that correct?
The question was, are we aware? Left side. He's aware there was a ground struggle. Do we know where the victim was shot?
Okay.
And the chief replied in the chest.
Okay. Awati kwa weda mono awati kwa weda le chala wat pali khaw ne phele mono blori ne awa kisi sa gila ba khaw la thana ba mono.
Chief, can you go over what the law says about like needing deadly force and what your policy says if it differs from that?
Chief, let him interpret the question. go over the policies and procedures.
Yeah.
What the law says about using deadly force with deadly force and what their policy says if it differs from that.
Okay.
Awatigo weda no, awatigo weda le di do ta foda so ne te ba kala mini le mono di do le jale ta khala mi ge ta pele ta ta so mono adu ya do tinya weda le ta foda so ne ke ba kala mini le mono.
So, Jolene, to answer your question, as you know, with police work, our officers quite frequently work in situations that are very chaotic, ever evolving, and they have to make split-second decisions. Having said that, yes, we meet deadly physical force with deadly physical force, including if there appears to be a handgun, whether it's replica or not.
That was my next question.
Yes.
Does the law distinguish?
Hang on, before there's another question, we have to remember there's an interpreter here. Okay, and, all right, so,
excuse me. For everyone in the room, I understand that this is a situation that we're not used to with an interpreter. What we need to do for the families and the communities who are directly part of this is make sure that each question that is asked can be interpreted, and then the answer can be interpreted. So, with all due respect, we need to keep the crowd down.
okay, just really summarize what the answer was, again, really quick with the deadly force. No, to the interpreter, then he can say.
We speak Korean. They do not understand the question, so we need the translator.
Awasi se weda mono awasi se weda di do le okay me pala awet no pala awet chi ne poda chi tani na wami chok ne adu di ta ta to ulo mala adu ka ba atos adu cha ta mono.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the map.
If I could just say one thing, I know there's a lot of emotions in this room and a lot of upset people, but you're asking us to be transparent. You're asking us to be transparent, and when you shout over us, it makes it very difficult to do so.
It's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
We did not run from the persecution for the Burmese army to be persecuted
What
here in America.
what is the next question from the press?
Let the crowd say something.
Do we have any more questions from the press? Okay. There's one more question from the press. Interpret something for me.
Excuse me, I'm going to have the interpreter interpret a statement that I'm going to make.
This went over.
Directly after this press conference, we're asking the family to come with us with the interpreter so that the family members affected can ask direct questions and representatives from the community can actually ask questions and we can answer them directly. This needs to be done so that we can be as transparent as possible, and we will speak directly with the family after this press conference is over.
Tak guru kami ni awak kita tadi pokok kembali kita lalu Allah tak pun mana dia kita tiba tiba dong ni tiba tiba dong dia.
We're going to conclude the press conference at this time. We'll take privates after.
Okay, yeah, we'll be here to answer questions.
We'll take privates after.
Can you come with me? All right, Mike, can you take notes? Because if the family